Hello and welcome to PM Models, your weekly roundup of what's new and going on in the modelling world. How are we doing this morning, gentlemen? We all good?
Fine, thank you very much.
Good morning, yeah, I'm all good, thank you.
Very good. Doesn't Matt's area look so clean and tidy? I'm jealous.
Compared to your twos, yeah, it does, always.
Well, what's it you said to me at the weekend? You came in here and said, God, poof. I thought, oh, is it that bad in here?
Thought a bomb had gone off.
I have tried to. I don't like the student job. It's actually quite clear here. The rest of it, not so, you know? So.
Yes.
Anyway.
It's a bit cluttered.
It is. It is having a declutter. I said I did have a bit of a cull of a few things yesterday, and I'm going to do a few more cully things. My VC10 is now hanging on the wall. So that's gone up next to the bed. Did that yesterday afternoon as well to clear a bit of area down there. Oh. So I can put some more crap down that end now.
Yes,
now I've made some space for it.
Out of camera shot.
Do you know when you say the student job?
Yes.
Shell went round to Sam's student digs at the weekend, and he wouldn't even let her in a room. he said there wasn't enough room for it to go in.
No, he's pushing the door like trying to open the door. Anyway, right, okay, so we've had a few different bits and pieces in this week, some very nice, interesting stuff, haven't we? So should we start there? Matt's got a pile. Which one do you want to start with, Matt?
We'll start with the P51 because it's at the top.
At the top. Nice box art, as we were saying, isn't it?
Tell you what, check that out. Some nice schemes on the back, look.
Very nice.
So this is, I know there's like a few versions, but actually I prefer this version of the P51 than the other one. Mm-hmm. And it's armour, isn't it? Armour, obviously. So
it's going to be a lovely kit, let's face it.
It's got invasion stripes, so what more do you need?
Yes. Yeah. Every aircraft looks better in invasion stripes, even the really awful ones.
Even an A10. So yeah, we've got that in, which is licensed by proper Boeing.
Yes, as all their products are licensed as well, isn't it?
Yeah, they are, yeah. So, you know, that's going to be a fantastic kit. So yeah, got that in. We've got a vintage classic, which I think is just, I like this airplane.
Everyone likes a beaver.
You've got to, ain't you?
And it is a proper old school classic. What year did we say this one was?
I think it's got to be 70s, hasn't it? Or something like that. I don't know. I'm not quick and discounted. I'm not 100% sure, but you got the float option as well, look.
Yes. I built that as a child in the float option.
I've just noticed some. They've printed the box upside down, look.
Yeah, they do. They do that. All their boxes are like that. They're a reviewer's nightmare because when you're going through it, you're like, oh, and it's upside down. But they do. All their boxes are done like that. I suppose
if you flip it up, it's the right way around. But yeah, I suppose. No. Yeah, I suppose it does work. I can see the logic. But yeah, this is a proper vintage classic, and well,
to be honest, it's not a bad kit. Let's face it. We've said about some of their kits are a little bit ropey, they're old classics, but I think this one is one of the definitely the better ones. And I remember building it as a child because I did mine on float so it could land on the carpet.
Okay, makes sense. Not in the bath or in the sink. No,
on the carpet.
Did you have a nice plush blue carpet?
No, we had a maroon 1970s type carpet. You know, one of those that look like a pub.
Okay.
The Red Sea.
Yeah, it's the Red Sea, clearly, for me.
Do you know what? I'm actually quite happy to see this been re-released. I will be honest, because, as well, you'll get a decent set of decals in it. You're not going to get the ones that are a bit out of register and a bit yellow and whatever.
From back in the day ones.
So, and it's even got the original box art. And I do like that about these vintage classics. They do, like I say, pull out the vintage box art. So that's come in.
1971.
Oh, there you go.
Really? Is it that old?
Proper old one, then,
Yeah. 51 years old.
Very nice. Classic.
And then we've got a couple of IBG kits come in. So with this one is the Trumpeter MiG-29.
Right.
So if you're into your Polish stuff, which will excite Nathan when he sees it.
Yeah.
And then you get quite a few
nice options.
Good options on there. So that's a nice kit. The Trumpeter one's a really, really nice kit.
Yes.
Let me if you get out with it. Yeah. Box full of gear anyway, so that's come in. And then we've got another version of the nice 190 D9s, which is a limited edition apparently. Very nice. Which is the prototype version. So that's quite a cool. You've got a couple of options on the side as well, from the top.
Apparently, you get some extra resin bits in it.
Yes.
Oh, right. Okay.
Extra resin. I'll tell you what, actually, I quite like that scheme. That'd be a cool thing to paint.
Yeah, I always thought the D9, when you got to the tail, it got a little bit wacky racers, didn't it? Because it sort of just curves up a little bit. Yeah.
Got that big...
Yeah. You can tell it's like been added on. They've added the section to it, and it's, yeah.
But still a cool looking aircraft when they're done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
And then last but not least is one of Phil's personal favourites.
Oh, it is, yes. Very nice kit.
Which is the FE Club F5. This is the F version, not the E in it. E's the single seat in it.
Yes, which
but again,
I have
it's still got sundowners.
Yes.
There you go.
So it's the Sundowners, which is the was I think replaced by the Saints now, isn't it? I don't know if the Sundowners are actually still going.
I don't know.
I think the Saints may have taken over from
it. Look, there's a MiG-31 in it.
No, although it was back in the day. They still have got them painted black with the star on as well. Yeah. So, but I think they've actually been retired now, all the F5s. I could be wrong now. I think they've sort of surpassed now. But yeah, very, very nice. It's a great kit as well, the AFB one.
It's the best one by a long way, and it kind of comes and goes. So I've grabbed it because I've seen they were in, but that's the only version in. So I thought, well, we'll get a few in, and then if they do come in, we'll get them, because I think we did have the single seat one in, but that was a while ago, and then Academy re-released a version of it, didn't they? So again, you could always get aftermarket stuff for that if you don't fancy the decal scheme. But actually, I quite like that.
Yeah,
it's nice. You've not built that.
I've got it, and I must admit, I did have that one in my stash for many, many years, but I sold it at one of our auctions. But I've got the E over there, the EF version, or the EFN, and I've got it sat there, which I've had since its release, because we were discussing before. The first batch of them came with the artwork.
Yes,
those don't now, because obviously it's been redone. But I've got one of the original ones here as well. So yeah, really, really nice kit.
Yeah. I've got the version that Matt's got there with the original artwork. Picked up somewhere from a show, I'm sure.
Olden but golden.
Yeah.
Because they are knocking on a bit now, aren't they, in age? They're not a neutral kit, but again, it's quite a nice kit. I wonder what the U2's like. We will have to get one of the 48 U2s into review, because I know there's a new version come out. Is it the senior span one, or?
Yes, it's got it's slightly different. It's got looks like a sensor thing. It looks like a lantern pod sticking straight up or something.
Looks like a siren.
So yeah.
Oh, he's writing. What are you writing?
Do you know what it is? I've just remembered what I was going to tell you yesterday.
Oh, that time.
So I'm writing it down because I remember, because me and Matt, I meant to call him yesterday about something, to be honest, and then something happened. We spoke during the day and I forgot what it was, and then all day we were talking on and off, and I was like, still can't remember it. It's gone. So I've written it down now. So after this is done, I will tell you what that is. So there's no spoilers or anything. It's just purely business, something me and Matt need to discuss. Right. And I couldn't remember what it was at all, and now I've just remembered it. So it's one of I thought, if I don't write this down, it'll be, nope, it's gone again.
Yeah.
I'm of that age now. So
I know exactly what you mean. So yes. So that's kind of some stuff that's just come in. We're expecting some stuff in as well. And the P39's coming in. You've done a review of the Bulldog, haven't you?
I've done a review of the Cobra. That's done. That'll be up with you this afternoon. So by the time you watch this, that will be done, the Cobra. I'll get the Bulldog done as well, probably this afternoon, and that will be with you tomorrow. But the Cobra, as I said, I was talking to Matt before we came on air, it's a great kit. It actually gives the bigger 32nd one a run for its money. Purely because it's got some great detail in there. You get some lovely, this is the high-tech version, so it's got all the extras into it as well, and they are really nice. Yeah, it's quite nice. But looking at the breakdown of the kit, it looks like you can do the late versions of them as well, because it's got both the tails, the little tail plane, the different skids. You've got lots of options in one box, so it's not like the other one where you couldn't do them. This one's got it all down in there. But really, really nice kit, I must admit. You get photo etch with this one. You get colour photo etch as well for the cockpit. As I say, a bucket full of resin for it. Some lovely crafted 3D printed bits as well. So that is a really, really nice kit. And surface detail onto it, I think that's where it actually gives the old ICM one a run for its money. The ICM one's quite plain compared to this, but it's got very nice raised riveting around the tail sections, as it's got in real life. But just generally all over it, it's got some really nice details. So great kit, 48 scale. Definitely a way to go. So that one's nice. And as I say, the little Bulldog that we've got up here, which we've got on at the moment, 2 flavours of. As I say, I've had a sneaky look inside the box, and it looks really, really nice. You know, it's a real straightforward, you know, one sprue, that's your lot. And but yeah, very, very nice kit. So nice job indeed. But I'll get that one done this afternoon. That'll be up to you tomorrow. But say the review for this one will be done when I get it edited after we've done this. So yes.
Definitely sold a few of them Bulldogs. It seems a popular little kit from when we've had it in. But again, you ain't got many other options for it, have you? Obviously, you've got a really old Airfix one, and somebody else does one. Is it Fly or Tarangus or somebody? I can't remember who does another version of it, but I think that might be 48th anyway. But, yeah.
But no, it's a very well overlooked aircraft, seeing as it was our sort of primary trainer, wasn't it, for a long time. And so, yeah, no, it's nice to see that one's come along. And we're waiting for Airfix to do their 48 scale version. I'm just putting it there, so when they ever do it, I can claim rights to it. Along with their Wessex that we're still waiting for.
Yeah, long-awaited Wessex.
Yeah, long-awaited Wessex, yes. So
that's sort of new arrivals so far. Like I say, we've got some other bits and bobs coming in the course of the week. So we've got some tools that's coming as well. Some tools, Zimmerit tools back in stock, and also, you have to keep an eye on the tools. They are coming and going. So
yes. But it's a full selections. Very nice indeed.
Yeah.
Very nice. So if we have a quick look then over at the special section.
Yeah, we've put some stuff up for special offers. So there we go.
Very nice. Gun truck. Nice.
It is. That's a good kit, though.
Yeah.
Not cheap, but it's a good kit. Obviously, the Meng Hornets as well are up. The F-35, obviously the Jackal and the Coyotes and Mimics and whatever else. So yeah, we've got a few bits we've put up for specials. So if you're interested in them,
very nice indeed. Very, very nice. This Meng one here, is that what they claimed at the time was the click fit one that I built?
Yes,
a different kit, but it's now no longer a click fit kit. It's just a normal plastic kit. Because it didn't actually work that well. I did that as a live build, didn't I?
Yeah.
The idea is there, but you definitely need some glue. But it's a great kit. You know, it's I don't know where it is actually. It must be around here somewhere. But it is a really nice kit. So out of them all, you know, say I know you're sport for choice, but back when we did that one, I think that was pre-Edard's Mustangs and things like that. It's a really nice kit. It goes together well. But I know I got quite a bit of flack at the time, because I claimed it wasn't click fit and really it should just be a model kit, and people were flaming me for it, and now I've been vindicated because it's just a normal kit now, and that's how it should have been. So
I mean that one really is kind of a comparison. You can't compare it to the Edard one, obviously, but it's more of a comparison probably to the Tamiya one, would you say?
Yes, definitely. And obviously, like, you know, it's got great detail, don't get me wrong. It's a really nice kit, the way it goes together. And definitely, like we were saying, it's probably really good for a beginner because it's almost a click fit. It's not really, because, as I say, it's just badly fitting. But if you put glue with it, it holds it all together lovely.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the point to it. But again, I think they were trying to do back in the day, because it was a few years ago now, wasn't it? It's probably 5-6 years ago now. I think they were trying to get newer modelers, younger modelers into it, and going down that sort of Bandai route of click fit type kits, which I still think this hobby actually needs. Don't get me wrong. I think it would be great if we could. But it just wasn't quite there. Yeah, if you glued it, no problem at all. But to get it all to hold together with no glue was a little bit optimistic, I think, with that kit. But it is actually a really, really nice kit. It goes together very, very well, and that's the point to it. So you can't say it's not a bad kit, because it actually really is a nice kit. It just fits. Everything goes together. It just does need glue. But as I say, if they pumped it out and now it's just being a normal kit, then fair enough, because shape-wise looks like a Mustang to me. So
no, exactly. That's it, isn't it? So yeah, there's a few bits on there if anybody's interested.
Yes. Like, if you want to get yourself one of these Phantoms, don't forget. Is that the only one we got now, the blue one?
Yeah.
So, yes, if you do want, you could join in with me, possibly, because we've only got now an hour and a half till the poll closes on the site.
It looks like you've got a lot of decaling to do.
It's all about decals, isn't it, this build? Forget the rest of it. It's all going to be out decals. So.
Yeah. But yeah, if you just scroll down a minute, obviously there's a few other bits as well. We've put in a bit of Tamiya and obviously the Great Wall Hobbies and Kinetic and yeah. And I'll tell you something, them little helicopters from Hobby Boss are brilliant kit.
They are really nice. That hip is really nice.
Kits.
Yeah.
So yes, so again, that's in our discount bit. And some of them have got a bit more than 10% as well. Some of the ones that have been put up. So
Very nice.
Yes, is anything you fancy?
Very cool.
People keep buying them, so it then comes out sold out.
Well, this is the trouble. Yeah,
Well,
I would say please stop buying, but clearly I'm not.
Please don't. Carry on.
I just have to say, just before we move on, we were talking about it the other day. My most excited kit I'm on at the moment is the Tacom 35th scale Apaches. And I saw some more bits and pieces from it this week. Obviously been up on social media, and it looks really nice, I have to say. It's one of those kits where you're hoping people will do a really good job with it. And I like Tacom because I've built quite a bit of Tacom over the years. And It looks nice. It's fully detailed. So you've got fully detailed engines. The avionics and weapon bays are all fully detailed as well. The gun looks absolutely beautiful underneath this thing, but the cockpit's fully detailed. So I've got high hopes for this kit. I think it's going to be a really, really good one because the world has needed an Apache for a long time. Let's face it, a nice good one. And 35th scale as well. Let's face it, your only option's 32nd with Revels from the 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there was that 35th from that really weird company, weren't there?
Who was
I think Academy. Oh God, what were they called? The manufacturer. But it weren't very. I don't think it was a great kit. Oh God, it's really gone out of my head what manufacturer it was. They didn't do many kits at all.
Mm-hmm.
They only did a couple, if at most. Andy's on quick scale mates.
Mr. Scale mate there. He's our version of Norris McWhirter for people who are old enough to understand
it's a dictionary corner, isn't it?
Yeah, he is the modern day dictionary corner. He'll be quick in with this one.
We fill in quick.
Yeah, we'll fill. But no, it really does look very, very nice. I must admit,
it does.
The more stuff they're leaking out about it, or not leaking out, but that's coming out about it, it looks absolutely beautiful.
Is there a release date for it?
Not that I'm aware yet. But again, I was really, this is me being sceptical. Me sceptical in this industry. But the bit where it's just a silhouette, I thought is one of those. They just put a teaser out onto it and it won't be for another year, But it looks like CAD work's banging along quite nicely. So I'm optimistic for, next 6 months.
It was by Kanganam.
Oh, that well-known company.
Exactly, that's why I couldn't remember it.
Which is also reboxed by Ari.
Also
reboxed by Hapdong Tech.
Ooh.
And also reboxed by Academy.
There you go.
Okay.
I know Academy and Reeboks, that's it, but I couldn't remember the original. But anyway, Tacom's going to just,
Yeah, they'll wipe the floor with everyone with that one. With
but yeah, there's not much competition. Like I say, the other one was the old Revell 32nd one, weren't it?
Academy reboxed the A, whereas they did the D as well, isn't it?
Okay. Ooh, interesting. But yeah, there's be nice to see it anyway. So hopefully it's not too long.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see. I will be building that. I'll just put that out there straight away.
Oh look, the never-ending 25% off sales still going.
Oh look, the scrolly bit's gone.
Yes, I took it off.
What? Ending soon has gone. So
just to tell everyone, that was just a test that I was doing, and it ended up stopping up there a bit longer. It was a new feature on Squarespace, wasn't it?
Yes. I must admit, I've got it on the other site as well, going across for the Sanders, saying discontinued. So, and then I still get people messaging saying, "When is this discontinued permanently, or are they coming back?"
Yeah.
Shall I just hold off? I wouldn't hold off because they're not coming back. So
I had to answer an email the other day, and same question.
Yes. But yes, obviously our ongoing sale, this is the big 25% area. These are all brand new kits, sealed, there's no extra view ones in there or anything else or crush box. This is all just brand new stock that we're having a bit of a clear out the warehouse of. So if you want to grab any of those ones, just say you've got pretty much everything down in there. So go through, have a look. If you see anything, but as we said before, we know we joke about this one, but when it goes, it probably won't come back. So that's it. We can get them in as special orders, but they're not coming back onto the actual, we won't be keeping them as stock, if that makes sense. So if you want to grab any of those ones, you can do. But we've got some really nice things down in there. It's funny, when I go for it, of how many I've built, which is sad and worrying at the same time. But some very, very nice stuff down in there as well. So don't think it's old tat and drivel. It's not. It's the latest stuff as well. So if you want to grab any of those ones, including some very cool cars.
Yeah, there is, isn't there? Especially the Corvette.
Yeah. I thought you was going to have a truck. Are you going to have a nice little truck, F100?
I love one. Yeah,
That's
love
it.
one.
bouncing around the roads as you go down, gun rack in the back, in your tartan, your check lumberjack shirt.
That's it.
That's it. So you'll be fine. But yeah, some very, very nice stuff down in there if you want to grab those. Pre-orders. Various ones going up. Oh, this is the nice one. This, I'm quite excited about this one. I still think that's going to be a lovely kit.
Yeah.
Just as Matt finishes his.
Oh, well. We knew it was going to happen, didn't we? As soon as I started the old monogram one, they'd be releasing.
Yeah.
You know, we've got how long were we going on about it though?
Yes, we have.
At least somebody's listened if they watch us. That it was well overdue. So if they can do a Marauder now as well, that'll be proper happy days, wouldn't it?
Proper good days, yeah. But anyway, that's obviously, we know for a fact we're going to be seeing the Stray for the long nose one at some point, and all the other bits. But I quite like that one as well, the J.
Yeah.
Because you've got best of both worlds, and you've got a bit of glass at the front as well, so you can show off some of the details into it. But yeah, no, very, very nice indeed. So what that needs, invasion stripes. Just saying.
You'll probably get that version later on.
Well, the RAF flew them, didn't they, for D-Day, and they had the nice invasion stripes all over them. So yeah, very nice indeed. But I say, I'm looking forward to seeing that kit. That's going to be one of those ones where it'll probably end up on my build list. So very nice indeed. Because we've all wanted a nice up-to-date Mitchell. Not to say the monogram one that Matt's doing. It's not sterling work on that one.
I'll tell you what, it's a really good kit. But like I say, we have needed an up-to-date one, and obviously we got the Academy one, which is the accurate miniatures one, which is a really nice kit, but completely different. That's the CD.
Yeah.
The one with the turret down the spine, where
it's down the back end
behind the cockpit. So it is a different version of it. But so now you've got covered all bases, because the accurate miniatures one, I know it's knocking on, but it still stands up today.
Oh,
that's
a really
whatever.
nice kit.
That's going to take some surpassing if anybody challenges that one again. But I think that's like we've said before about accurate miniatures, that's quite a few of their kits. The the Avengers and Dauntless and whatever else they did as well. They're going to take a bit of surpassing.
Again, it's one of those things. It's a very reminiscent thing with accurate miniatures, because their kits just were absolutely fantastic, really, really nice. And again, I think, like we said before, light years ahead of their day.
Yeah.
You know, the detail that they were producing and putting into these kits, those years ago, and they're still as good today. So,
yep, they are.
Very nice indeed. So anyway, if you want to pop yourself down one of those, we've got them up for £103.99. Bargain. Another one that's come back.
And is it actually, that's going to come in, because that is now out.
Yes.
So what I'm going to say is, if you do want one, get your name down, because you will get it. We'll order it in and you'll get it. So I didn't expect it so soon, because we already put the pre-order up Monday.
So I have that kit, the original. Literally, I was surprised it's come out exactly just a rebox of that kit. It's up on my wall up there. It's very, very nice right the way through.
I think now all the V-bombers are out at the same time, aren't they?
Be the first time, wouldn't it? Because we got the Valiant out, the Victor and the Vulcan.
Yeah, I think they're all out at the same time. Like I say, they've never done that before. So I say that is the original version with the blue steel missile.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
I tell you, it's a proper cool looking aircraft, isn't it, the Victor?
It was. I remember doing the review of it many years ago the first time, because obviously the review is still out there, and I still got a load of hate on that review. Just saying. But anyway, it is that thing about, especially if you're not obviously from the UK, and you don't know too much about your aircraft, it looks like a modern plane when you see that thing head on, because it's got that very distinctive spaceship face to it, isn't it? A lot of people, is that your latest aircraft in the UK? No, that's our proper old one. That
from
is
the 60s.
60s design. Yeah, absolutely. But it just shows how far ahead with the old Jerry Anderson help design it. But
it is it's unique looking for the time, and even still quite modern in a way, even though it's old.
It's a bit like the Sunderland, isn't it, when they were going over to America, and they flew Sunderland into a Air Force base, and they asked if they were taking it to a museum. Thought it was a Lancaster or something, but no. It's
it's a newer plane, honest. But yeah, as I say, I think it's just a really, really nice, cool kit. And, I've done the review. I've never built it, but I've had that kit in my stash since that review. It is my review one up there that I've got. And I have plans to go with the Vulcan, the Valiant, and obviously the actual Victor. So I might do the Victor next year because quite fancy that one. That'd be quite cool. But actually, I do like it with the old wrap. Well, not the wraparound, but the camo on top, grey underneath, the same. So it'd be the same as the Vulcan then. Because I think they do a version of that with this. They do for the Valiant as well.
I think the Valiant looks odd in camo. I've got to say, I really do. I do think the Valiant looks a bit really weird in camo, but I mean, you've got to go along with your V-Force, haven't you?
Yeah, yeah.
So,
but it'd be quite nice to have all three done. But yeah, another great kit. Nice to see that one back. Although we have noticed the price has jumped up a little bit.
Yeah, well, that's just happening across the board, isn't it? The price.
Yeah. Shopping trolleys.
Another shopping trolley.
So we've got down in here, this is the Mastiff 2 with the bar armour right the way over it as well. So again, that's a beast of a vehicle, absolute beast. In some ways, I don't think that shows it off the best angle, shall we say? I think because the bar armour, you sort of see through it. This isn't a nice, you can't really see through it from this particular angle, and it's sort of, but it is an absolute beast. And yes.
Nice to see it as well, because obviously we had the Cougar, the Jackals, the Huskies.
Yeah.
The up-to-date Warrior, obviously the Gecko stuff as well, isn't it? With the Skimitar 2s and all that. So we're now getting actually modern sort of UK equipment, and obviously the Mastiff now. And it's nice to see. I think it's good. And everything in sand.
Absolutely. One colour fits all. Nice weathering job on that one.
Goes with your Wimic.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you can make some nice dioramas with all that lot. So, but yeah, so anyway, that one is up as well at £67.49 of your British pence.
And that was our version of the Cougar, wasn't it? The US Cougar.
Yes, very nice. So anyway, we've got that one up as well. The Haskell one sort of ongoing. The F4G sort of ongoing. Just anything else you want to point out?
I thought we put another one up, Andy.
Did we?
I'm sure we did. When you did the Mastiff, was it the Victor? It was, wasn't it? I think it was. It was the Victor and the Mastiff, and then obviously the Victor's now released.
Yeah.
So obviously the other big news is the Airfix Anson is now released. So we've got ours on order, and they should hopefully be with us soon. So again, new tooled kit, interesting aircraft to say the least.
Is it in here? Have we pulled it?
It's in there somewhere. Been locked
right down the bottom or
there it is.
You got it.
There we go. It's got different box art to that.
Yes, I noticed that as well.
Oh, that's odd.
Yeah.
Oh well. Anyway, so you will get different box art. But yeah, the Anson's out. So a new tool 48 Anson's long overdue because blimey, I think it was classic airframes.
Is it different box art, is it?
Yeah, if you have a look on the thingy one, it's got a different box art to that. It's shooting at something, I think, or something, is it? Oh no, it might not be actually. Could be the same.
Oh yeah, it's got the.
No, it is. No, it's the same box art.
It's the one.
It's all right.
Sorry.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah, I must admit, I didn't see it there. I thought they'd removed it. So.
Yeah, I was thinking the same. It's there, isn't it? So yeah, they'll be coming in as well soon. Got some big pre-order coming in soon, so I can't say more than that, but you can probably guess.
Huge.
So that is winging its way soon. Also, the Tacom Jeep is going to be on its way as well, which we've got up for pre-order, so that'll be on its way soon. So yeah, it's all coming in again.
Yeah.
Which is nice. But yeah, the Anson looks good. I'll get Phil one to review, I think.
Definitely, yeah. We'll get one of those in to have a look at it. But it does look really nice. To say the CAD work and what we've seen of it looks very, very nice indeed. And as I say, long overdue for that one.
Yeah. So
okay, over to questions. Darren says, evening guys, just a small question about using guitar hanging brackets for displaying your aircraft. Do you have a link for them? If you just put that in, guitar hanging bracket, hold on, I've got a spare one here. If you put them in Amazon, literally, if you're an Amazon person, they literally just turn up. Sorry about the rustling. I know my camera keeps rustling.
People like that, rustling. Rustle the packet a bit more.
It does, because I can see it on my thing going red. But yeah, it's literally, they just come like this. So you've got a couple of screws, just go in the wall. And the great thing is you can manoeuvre them and open them up. So you can have them wide, or you can have them a little bit tighter to grip.
Is that for your ukulele or your
putting your banjo up?
Full grown guitar.
Yes. So, but yeah, that's what I use for mine. I, just literally pop them up, and then the tail just sits in between normally, one way or another. Or you can do it the other way, which I've done with the Vulcan. It stands upwards. So I've actually got the back of it on here because they are cantilevered slightly up, as you can see. So you can stand things and lean it against if you're feeling brave.
I've got a couple in my bedroom. One's holding a guitar and one's holding a 72nd B17.
Here you go. You see. It's the way.
So Andy, has a ukulele got the same amount of strings as a guitar?
No.
Why not?
It's a different instrument.
Still pluck away at it. What about a banjo? Has that got 4 strings?
Yeah, that's it.
Has a ukulele got 4?
I don't know. I've never played a ukulele. Do you want to see?
But if you could play a guitar, can you play a ukulele? I've never played a guitar. I'm asking you played the guitar. I've
never played a ukulele, so.
What about a banjo? Can you play a banjo?
I've never played a banjo either.
You know about that. I'll ask on tomorrow night show of our resident forum members if
those guitar hangers that Phil's got there. Just looked on Amazon, and you can get 6 of them for £9.99.
Yes.
Oh, there you go. Look at this. Look at the amount of kits you could hang up for that.
It is, because I'm currently using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I must have bought a pack of 6, I think it was. Yeah. So that's it. I've got my one left over.
So with what you were discussing at the weekend when I was down with you, and your potential, might be, relocating, shall we say?
Yes.
What are you going to do with all them hanging in there?
They'll stay here. It'll look great in the lounge.
Good luck with that. I was wondering if you got to relocate them into the other room.
But I think they will get relocated into the other room then.
You've got more wall space in there, haven't you?
Yeah, there's a lot more wall space. So my plan of action is obviously that will become where the glass cabinets all are next door. And then, yeah. And because then obviously you're only going to walk through it to come to in here for the lounge. So yes.
It'll be like your little museum, your shrine.
Will be a little shrine. So anyway, that's the plan for that one. If it ever happens, we'll get there. But yeah, Amazon or eBay or any of your usual places like that. But as I say, it's quite cheap. There's not much to it, so you'll be absolutely fine. But the great thing about them is obviously, and the reason I have especially the bigger stuff. One, it's great because you've got nowhere else to put it. Secondly, dust doesn't stick to it. Very, very good. It stops dust getting onto them when they're like that. Obviously, the VC10, I've literally just hung, although that's on a different system because I can't hang it on a VC10 because the tail's too far, because it's a T-tail. It won't go. So I've actually put wire around it and it's literally hooked on a nail that's in the wall. But great, the VC10 is a classic. It's sat over there gathering dust and being a dust magnet. And I had to really give it a microfiber job right the way over it and a proper airbrush and dust off and everything before it went up, compared to all the others, and they've got nothing on them. So
it's strange because on the description on Amazon it says display mount hangers for all electric and acoustic guitars, brass, banjo, etc. It doesn't say anything about model kits.
No, I think they're missing that. They should pop that on there. I'm going to take some photos, and then they do the you can put up your review with the description and photos and hang that on it.
Not a bad idea, actually.
The only thing I will say is that the rubber that's on here, I have noticed, because it's only because I took one down the other day to show on the A10, it's basically, it's gone really sticky.
Yeah.
And I can't tell, because obviously I spray a lot of lacquers in this room, if it's the lacquers attacking this, because it does attack everything.
I think it might be, to be honest. I think it's with the lacquer.
Mine that I have in my bedroom definitely haven't.
No,
it's solvent.
So if you are spraying solvents around, like lacquers and stuff, I think it attacks the rubber and makes it a little bit sticky.
Yeah.
Because I have noticed it's left 2 marks where it is, because it hangs on those marks, it's not a problem. But then I took off things like the B17 and it hasn't got it. But then the A10's been hanging up there probably 2 years longer than anything else. So I think that's what that was. So if you did you might just want to put a little bit maybe Tamiya tape on your model just to protect that area, and then hang it onto this, and then you'll be absolutely fine. You won't see it on there, just a little slither just on the surfaces where it touches to stop that from happening. But I think they're great. It's a really straightforward, because when I did have people over, you can literally, they want to see the model, you just lift it off and bring it down. It's not like it's hooked up on some fancy system where, you know, like wires on those ones. You'd have to get up there and physically unhook it. So you can literally just lift it off, bring it down, do some work on it, whatever you want to do, show it off. And then when you're done, just hook it back up on the wall. So definitely a space-saving idea.
Space savers, yeah. No, definitely, especially for bigger stuff.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, Paul says, hi guys, here is a crystal ball question for you. He's just received his ICM 132nd Stearman to add to his stash. He really wants a 132nd Hughes OH6 model 500. Wouldn't an MD 500 cover that?
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, to go with it, so I can display them doing the dogfight scene during the filming of Capricorn 1. Which is, I can't remember that one. Which was that? Is that the one where he escaped? Wasn't he supposed to be, they faked the moon landings or something and he escaped? I don't know, can't remember now. Anyway, ScaleMate shows the old Revel kit of an OH6, but I don't think the manufacturer is likely to revisit this great little helicopter. The thing is, I take it it's the civilian model, isn't it? Because obviously I've got the Tamiya, the little-known Tamiya H500, which...
Yeah, but that's like thinking 48 for Nazagawa, the 48 ones as well in civilian, but 32nd one, like he's just said, is the Revell one, and that is it as far as I know. Yeah. So you'd have to go second-hand, and they've done loads of boxings. They have done civilian boxings of that.
Oh, right, okay.
Scale, there's loads and loads of different boxings, but... Yeah, whether we'll see it again, I don't know. You never know with Revell, do you? But it's not been out for a long time, I don't think. So, second-hand market. I mean, the only other versions is a 35th one from Dragon, but again, they're military versions. You've got one version, I've got a Loach. Yeah. And then they did like the LAPD one. Can you remember that one?
Yeah.
But again, yeah, finding them is a, you know...
I mean, think really eBay's going to be your thing, isn't it?
It is, yeah, eBay second-hand shops. Forums, I suppose, if you're members of forums, asking if anybody's got one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think, you know, we know for a fact that somebody on our forum has got some of them in 32nd, if you're in the States.
Yeah.
So put a shout out up on our forum.
Yeah, stick a thing up on the forum. If anybody sees this, members and whatnot, then obviously poke a thing up in the old chat in the forum, and we'll get you sorted, or hopefully it'll get in contact with Paul direct and do it that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's gone very, very quiet over that one.
Yeah, I don't know when the last release was. When was it, Andy? Let's go and wait it.
The last reboxing of that kit was...
a long time ago.
A long time ago. 1980s, I reckon.
In the Galaxy 90s, I reckon. What should it be? 2011?
Yes, but we never got them over here.
We never bothered, because it's an old kit. In an odd scale.
Is it done by Hobbycraft then as well?
Did they do one? Hobbycraft?
Could have. Don't know.
Actually, thinking about it, didn't Hobbycraft do a civilian version in white?
This is definitely a military one I'm looking at.
Don't know. Couldn't tell you.
Revell one was last released in 1998.
There you go.
And that was a civilian one.
And it doesn't sound that too long ago until you work out it's 23 years ago. Then you feel old.
They did the Magnum PI one as well.
Did they?
It's the Magnum PI one.
Yeah, with the brown
yeah, it's what's his name?
I can't remember. They did. You can actually go if you're in Hawaii. You can actually have a flight, and it's not the original helicopter, clearly, because that's probably well out. But somebody's painted one up just like the Magnum PI. You can have a flight around the island and all the rest of it. I said, do they play the music through your headphones as you're going along?
Do you have to grow a mustache?
Yeah, that's it. Nice big mustache, and then a Ferrari suddenly spins out. Some Dobermans and various things. Right, so there you go. I'd basically put a shout out, Paul, see if anyone can help you out with that one.
Yep.
Dominic says, quick question. Thanks to Andy at PM getting hold of the Tiger Meat Kinetic E2C Hawkeye. Quick question. I plan to use AK Real Colors for the main color. What color is the best hybrid lacquer orange paint to match?
Yeah. And there you go. There's your answer.
Yes, Andy. What would you do?
Well,
it's not a Dayglow orange, is it? It's just orange.
I tell you what, if you want a lacquer orange, because the trouble is if he's on about a hybrid orange, AK Real Colour do one orange, which is orange.
Yeah.
You've obviously got Tamiya orange, which is orange. Yeah. Attacker do quite a few different orange shades, if that makes sense. Out of all the manufacturers we stock, I think Attacker do orange. You know, there's international orange, there's Dutch demo orange.
There's a fault with our system. You put in orange alert and it comes up with Attacker orange line.
That's what we stock, orange line.
I know, but if you put orange in our search, that's what it comes up with. Like,
I don't even know what thing you do in there for orange. I don't think they do many orange, even in aqueous. Yeah, it's one of them colours.
The problem is, I mean, Matt's actually got the kit in store. It came in yesterday, today, didn't it? But even if you looked at the decals, you can't even check it against paint because paint dries differently to how it looks in the bottle. So it's a difficult one to.
It's not. The thing is, it's almost that tiger orange, isn't it? As well, it's not just orange. They've done it because it's a tiger meat type color scheme, isn't it, with the tiger? So that's the problem you've got, is trying to match it in. You might have to start off with just base orange, so whoever you want to use, and then from that put a dash of things in, just trying to get it to the right hue.
Dash of red, dash of yellow.
Yeah.
You can't think of it with orange. It's one of them colours where you got to be careful with what you put in it.
Yeah, you're talking tiny little dashes, as you say.
You're talking, and don't forget as well, if you're painting it, put a white base coat down first, because it's never going to cover.
No.
You're probably better off starting with X6. X6 is orange, isn't it?
Yeah. As I say, you got the real, if you want the hybrid-y type things, you got obviously your real colour.
Yeah, your real colour orange, and then going off
506. Oh, look, they do two oranges. Oh, God. Oh, sorry, that's clear orange. Sorry, solid colours. RC009. Yeah.
Honestly, I think you're going to have to buy a couple and...
Look, tangerine orange.
See, looking at the box art, that looks too orange.
But then just add a dash of yellow in there to lighten it.
Yeah, you've got to think of its base colours to make orange, and then that's how you lighten it. God say, don't put white in it or...
No, because you'll bleach
You want to keep it on the warmer tone, so yellow will lighten it. Like saying, if you want a thingy, you just put red in it, don't you?
Yeah.
And get more of a deeper orange. So, yes, you might have to experiment with that unless somebody actually does a tiger meat orange. But, like I say, from our point of view, the one I think that say do the most shades of orange for us is Attacker.
Yes.
So they're worth looking at, I think.
Yes.
Is that it?
So it's not an international orange, is it, or anything else like that? Because it's more orange.
Orange. It's orange.
Is it like Satsuma?
It's Seville
tangerine.
Orange. Hey, Seville Orange in it.
So anyway, right, okay then, guys. Well, look, we will leave it right there. That's it. We will be back with you live tomorrow night for members. Obviously, we've got the members show tomorrow night. So if you want to join us again with live chat and things like that, we'll be on with you at 7:30. I'm going to be closing my poll down in an hour and 5 minutes, and it looks like I'm going to be decaling until Christmas. So thanks for that. Although it's nice and colourful, so that's okay. So anyway, I'll be starting on that and say I'm going to get that review edited and sorted out for you this afternoon. So by the time you see this, you can also go off and see the Special Hobby 48 scale Cobra. And then tomorrow up with you as well will be the 72nd Bulldog by KP. So we'll get those up, and as I say, got more reviews and various bits and pieces coming next week as we make our way through. Cool. Right, if we're done then, if we're all sorted. Cool.
Yes, we're all done. Yes.
Very nice. Okay then. Happy modelling. Take care. We'll see you all later. Cheers. Bye.
Bye.